Hey guys, it's Ryan with AIinsidertips.com, and in this video, I'm going to show you some of my favorite free AI video generators that we can use right now without paying a dime. Now, obviously, as I say this, we're sitting here waiting for the release of OpenAI's Sora. So I'm making this video on July 20th. So if Sora does happen to come out by the time that you guys watch this, just know that I made this pre-Sora. Same with Google Veo. That's kind of Google's competitor to Sora. So we're seeing all sorts of advancements in the AI video generation space. China had a competitor to Sora come out. It's called Vidu. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but this kind of blew up the AI community by storm as well. So we're seeing Sora, Veo, China's Vidu. We're seeing all sorts of these new AI video models come out, and it's only getting better and better. But the X factor here is we're sitting here waiting for the release of Sora to the public. So just keep that in mind as you're starting to use these free AI video generators. Be sure to stick around for this entire video, as I'm also going to show you some advanced prompting techniques using ChatGPT that you can use to get some of these advanced video prompts you can then copy and paste into these free AI video tools. Now, I also found a custom GPT called Runway Gen 3 Luma Pika Video Prompt Maker. You can leverage this for better video prompts. I'll be sure to leave a link to this and everything else that I mentioned in the video description below. So diving right in here, probably the best free AI video generator right now is Runway ML. Now, big disclaimer here. So they just released this new model called Gen 3 Alpha, which is a fast and controllable next generation text to video. I've seen a lot of people rave about this on YouTube, but unfortunately, if I click update plan, you only get access to this on one of their premium plans. If you're a free member of Runway, you do not get access to this Gen 3 model. So it says here you get up to 10 seconds and it costs $12 a month to start. Now you can get some of these other ones here, or you can pay month to month for $15. But that's just kind of a bummer there. So unfortunately, we only get access to the previous model, which is called Gen 2, which still has a long ways to go in my opinion. But anyways, you can sign up for free, which is what I've done here. And then what you can do is you can start leveraging some of these: remove background, lip sync, generative audio, video to video, text, image to video, which I'm going to do here shortly. You can also go down and watch some tutorials if you're brand new to this whole thing, or you can remix some of the creations that people have already made. So that's kind of a cool thing here too. I will say this is kind of an overwhelming interface, I have to admit, for someone who's brand new to AI tools. But let's say here what I want to do is just click text, image to video. So I can either upload an image on my device and it can make a video based on the image that I upload, or what you can do is just do a text prompt and it'll make a video from a text prompt. Now, because I'm on the free plan, it's only 4 seconds, unfortunately. And if you notice up here, I'm on the Gen 2 model. If I click Gen 3, it's going to prompt me to upgrade. So I can't do Gen 3 on the free plan of Runway ML. But in this example, I'm going to keep it very simple, and I'm going to say polar bears playing in the snow, and I'm going to click generate. So now I'm in the queue, and I'm going to skip ahead and wait after this creation is complete. All right, so here is the output that I got from Runway Gen 2. And you'll see here, it does look somewhat realistic, but it almost looks like an image. You don't see a lot of movement here. I see the head on the left polar bear moving. The one on the right's not really moving at all. But again, if you're going to be serious about AI video generation, you're going to want to try that Gen 3 models. I've seen some pretty crazy examples. I do have some other examples here as I've dabbled around 3 months ago, 8 months ago. This is what I like to do in my free time, guys. Just dabble in some of these AI tools and see what I can get. So again, not great. I'm assuming Gen 3 would be much better than that, but I'm not going to pay for it just to create a YouTube video, as I don't use AI video generation enough to justify it. But now what I want to do is I actually want to go and let's start a new text prompt. So something similar. So I'm going to hop over to ChatGPT, and I'll leave this prompt in the video description below. And I'm going to say the following: act as an expert in creating descriptive prompts for text to video models. Generate 3 highly detailed prompts for distinct cinematic scenes of polar bears playing in the snow. Focus on clear visual elements, settings, and characters to create vivid imagery. Now, what you could do here, obviously I have polar bears playing in the snow, but whatever the topic of the video that you want to generate, you would insert that topic here. And then I'm going to hit enter. And what we can do is leverage ChatGPT to create more sophisticated prompts that we can then copy and paste into these AI video models. So right here, it says polar bears frolicking in the snow-covered forest, polar bears at the edge of a frozen lake, playing with icebox on a snowy tundra. Let's do this one. Let's do this first prompt of polar bear cubs frolicking in a snow-covered forest. So I'm going to copy this, come back to Runway or whatever video model that you want to use, click paste. Oh, so I just noticed here, unfortunately, you only have a maximum of 320 characters. So now what I'm going to do is say, use a maximum of 320 characters. I'm glad I found that here while I'm doing this. So prompt 1 obviously broken down into 320 characters. Let's go ahead and copy this. I'm going to come back to Runway, paste the prompt in Runway, and then I'm going to click generate. And while it's doing that, I'm not going to just wait for this in this video to generate. While it's doing that, I also want to show you that inside Canva, you can actually access Runway as well. So in Canva Magic Media, so if you're a paid subscriber or even a free user of Canva, they like to boast about adding all these AI features into Canva, but you'll notice right here it says powered by Runway. So they have a Runway integration inside Canva. So what I did is actually created the same video using the same prompt of polar bears playing in the snow, and the video is pretty much identical to what we saw in Runway Gen 2 on their platform. So you can, bring it over here and do whatever. You can, this typical Canva. If you guys have used Canva before, you can do whatever. But just wanted to show you that as well, is that you can actually use Runway Gen 2 inside Canva. So if I come back here, I'm going to wait until this video is complete and then come back. All right, so here is the second video that Runway ML generated based on that more advanced text prompt. And I'm going to click full screen. And what I've noticed right away is that it appears to be more realistic, right? Look at the snow, look at the trees, look at the dust from the snow coming off. That's kind of a cool little feature there. There still is very slight movement from the polar bears themselves. But long story short here, not terrible for a free AI video generator. Obviously, you're very limited with the 4-second cap. And it also is unfortunate that we can't get a taste of Gen 3 on the free plan, as I would assume it's not very cheap to go and generate these AI generated videos from text prompts or images or whatever. So hopefully in the future we see Gen 3 come out for free, but that's Gen 2 and there's only so much that we can do with this. But long story short, as I'm rambling, that's the first free AI image generator that you guys should check out is Runway ML. So another quality free AI video generator worth mentioning is called Hyper. This is hyper.ai. I'll leave a link to this website and every other website that I mentioned in the video description below. Similar to what we see with other free AI video generators. It's the freemium model. So you get up to 10 creations a day for free, 300 credits. If you want to start on the month-to-month plan for unlimited creations, it starts at $10 a month. But what you can do here, which I like to do with all sorts of AI video tools, AI image tools, is I first like to see what other people are creating using the specific tool. So in Hyper, for example, you can scroll down to creations, and this is pretty cool, right? Someone made this video of a fish, motorcycle, looks like some sci-fi stuff going on here, a boat in the water that looks very realistic, an astronaut playing the guitar. That video looks pretty realistic right there. But I just like to see what the community is creating with this tool. Now, if I click profile, you'll see here I've already made some videos inside Hyper. But if you want to generate something from scratch, similar to Runway, you would click text to video, and then down here you'll see a text box appear. It's hard to see at first, kind of blends in. And you would just do your prompt, right? So you can do something more advanced like I did with the cinematic panda video, polar bear video, excuse me. I keep saying panda and polar bear. I keep mixing and matching those terms up. I don't know why. Or you can just do polar bears playing in the snow, right? Something simple. You can also do image to video. So again, you can upload an image and it can generate a video based on that uploaded image. And you can also do a video to video, which is really interesting. Uploading probably an MP4 file, and then it'll take that MP4 file and respin it into whatever you want here based on the text prompt. So very interesting. They have a keyframe conditioning coming soon, whatever that means. I'm not really sure. But if I go to my profile, here are some of the videos that I've created inside Hyper. Now, back when this tool was early on, April of 2024, I created a video of dogs playing in the snow. You'll see here it's very flawed and it's only 2 seconds. But it looks like now, so I did one with a robot. That one's kind of interesting. I did one with another one with a dog playing in the snow, a little better than from the first version. But today I did one of polar bears playing in the snow, right? So these two polar bears, not a great video in my opinion. That doesn't look very realistic. They almost look like evil polar bears, to be honest. I don't know what it is, but they just look almost like evil or human-like. Not as good as what we see with Runway right here, in my opinion. But again, 4-second cap. I mean, you can do whatever you want with these tools. You can use it for quick B-roll footage, but you're going to be very limited on these free plans. Now, the purpose of me making this video is just to show you what you can do, right? So if you look at some of these community creations of people using Hyper, obviously you can make something as sophisticated as what I'm seeing right here. You just need probably to be on the premium plans as you get access to more features, get more advanced prompting inside these tools, right? So there is a lot of potential with a tool like Hyper. That's a cool video there. But obviously I'm not making anything very sophisticated for the purposes of this video. Just want to show you another quality free AI video generator, which is called Hyper. So one of the latest free AI video generators that has hit the scene is called Dream Machines, owned and operated by Luma Labs. Now, Dream Machine is a really cool tool. I've dabbled in this when it first came out, and I've already created some videos I'm going to show you here in a little bit. But here's some of the examples that they show on their website. I mean, this looks extremely realistic and well done. If I scroll down even more, look at this video right here. It's a polar bear walking in the snow, which is a million times higher quality than what I just generated using Runway, Canva, or even Hyper. I mean, just crazy to look at some of the quality of these outputs from Luma Labs. Current limitations. So again, I like how they're upfront and transparent about this. Morphing, movement, text, Janus. I don't even know what Janus means. But I do like how they are up front, right? A lot of these AI video generators will not come out here and say that there's problems with our tool, we need to fix these. But I do like this because these are some of the biggest issues that we see in AI video generators right now. Text is misspelled. There's all sorts of weird movement. Morphing is probably one of the biggest ones. So what you can do up here is click try now, and you can start right away using a free account. You'll see here I'm on the free plan, but if you scroll down, they have all sorts of other, paid tiers, right? So on monthly, you get 30 generations per month on the free plan, but you don't get any commercial use. So this does start at $30 a month. It's a little more expensive than the other tools. You get 120 generations per month. I didn't mean to click that. It took me to the payment portal. And then you also get high priority generations in the queue, commercial use permitted, and it removes the watermark. This starts at the Premier plan. Wow, it's $500 a month. So I don't know, unless you're using this almost every day and you're using it professionally, I don't know how you could justify that. But anyway, so if I go back to my account, I'm going to click create. And here are my creations so far. Now, if you wanted to create something, all you would do is click this text box here and enter in your text prompt, right? So it could be something advanced. It could be polar bears playing in the snow. Similar to the other tools, you could upload an image and generate a video based on the image. That's a common feature that we see. Or what's cool too is you could click prompt guide. And they have this prompt guide inside Notion that they created to help you with these video prompts. So this is a very useful resource. If you want to start using that, you can do that too. But here are some of the examples that I've made using the Luma Labs Dream Machine. So this was the first video I made. It was a panda playing the guitar. Not terrible in my opinion. I mean, there's a little morphing and weird movement with the hand. But yeah, kind of cool. I mean, not horrible. Here's another one. This was more of like a weird cartoonish video that I made. This one I tried to make it like a realistic person walking in a tech city or something. This was supposed to be a medieval battle. There's some there's some movements and disappearing of hands. So here's one I just made today of polar bears playing in the snow. Looks very cartoonish. I probably should have specified in the text prompt even more. But there's morphing, weird movements going on here. If I click go back, here's a more advanced prompt that I did. So polar bears, in the snow. Again, still a lot of iterations here that I'm not really too impressed with. But again, these videos are only about 5 seconds long too. So you can download it. You can do whatever you want with these videos. They still have a long ways to go, and it looks like they're really capping your limitations on the free version, which is a common trend. But that is another AI video generator that I wanted to bring to your attention that you can start doing videos for free right away is Luma Labs Dream Machine. So another free AI video generator worth bringing to your attention is called Pika. You can find this at pika.art. And what you could do, again, is what I like to do is just explore what the community has created right away. So if I scroll through here, here's some of the videos that people have made using Pika. That looks pretty realistic right there. Guy and a horse. So yeah, pretty cool to always look at these. And you can also even use these. You can retry, reprompt them. You can edit, et cetera, et cetera. So Pika was a big deal when it first came out. But I've already made some videos here using Pika. You can sign up for free. Again, it's a freemium model. So I only get limited credits here if I click pricing. So on the basic tier of Pika, you get 250 initial credits. You can download videos. Do all sorts of things. It does start at $10 a month on the month-to-month plan. You get 700 credits monthly. Free lip sync, download, upscale resolution, no watermark. You can extend the video length, which is a pretty good feature. Purchase more credits at a discount. So if I go back, what you would do if you wanted to create videos using Pika is on the very bottom here, you'll see the text box, describe your story. So you would prompt it right here. You could upload an image or a video. You could click your style and do whatever style you want. You could add sound effects. You can do all sorts of other options like aspect ratio, camera control, negative prompts, which is cool, frames per second. You can get sophisticated with these things. One thing that's cool too is they have a little dice feature. So if you click the dice, it says a cute dinosaur walking in a field. You can just give it a randomizer or a random prompt, and you can just generate videos using this random prompt feature. So that's kind of cool. And then once you click enter, the video will start generating right here. Did not mean to do that. Looks like one of them had sound in the background. Here's the very first video that I ever made with Pika. I'm not sure if it gives me the date on when I made this, but this would have been last year at some point, as this tool was released in 2023. So here's one here. Here's one of a village in Christmas. That one's not terrible. This is one I uploaded an image of a robot typing on a computer. That one has a sound effect to it. It's someone, by the ocean. This one I tried to do Times Square. A lot of weird things going on there. Dogs playing in the snow. He's flying and all sorts of things. Here's a polar bear walking in the snow, which is what I prompted it. Here's one that's still being worked on. So it's a cute dinosaur walking in the field. That one actually looks decent if you're trying to aim for a cartoon style video. But again, not very realistic when it comes to Pika. Again, just another decent option that you guys can explore, play around with. You can download this, you can edit it, reprompt it, do all sorts of things, upscale on the higher tier if you want, or just mess around and start looking at what people have generated inside Pika. But that is another decent free AI video generator that you can start using right now. Is called Pika. So just a few other free AI video generators that you guys can look at if you want. One's called Genmo. Obviously not as high as quality as the other ones that I've showed you. Another one here is called Invideo.io. This is really a compilation of stock video. It's not really AI generated video. And another one here is called Synthesia.io. This is more for like talking heads, talking avatars, if you're into that sort of thing. So this one's kind of cool actually. But long story short, guys, if you're gonna mess around generating, videos using some free tools, I would start with Runway Gen 2. And if you're very serious about this, I would go upgrade to Gen 3 and start messing around with Runway Gen 3. You can just pay for a month on a month-to-month plan. If you don't like it, cancel whenever you want. Or you could dive into Luma Labs. That might be another decent one to look at. But really what we're waiting for here as I close out of the page is the release of Sora. Now, once Sora comes out, that is going to change everything. And when I say comes out, I mean come out to the public. It's already released. We already have some people testing it behind the scenes. But to the general public, we are sitting here waiting for the release of Sora. And I truly believe that this will change everything when it comes to AI video generation. But until then, these are some free tools that you guys can look at in the meantime. So again, this is Ryan with AI Insider Tips. Appreciate you all for being here. Like this video. Please leave me a comment below. Are there any free AI video generators that you guys are using before we see Sora come out? Really want to dive into some new tools if you guys are using some that you enjoy. So also be sure to subscribe to my channel here at AI Insider Tips on YouTube. Appreciate you all who have made it this far, and I hope you all have a great day.